Hey YouTube, it is still the same day as what I left you guys with when we pulled into the campsite, but I wanted to get that video uploaded, and I've got pretty quick speed here, which it's even better than at the house here, so the upload speed's really good thanks to this Wii Boost. That's helping out. But this is something that we've never got to do before, and that is me work on the table and have work going on and still have plenty of room for dinner. Heidi's got her whole side of the table she gets to hog up over there in her own seat. So this right here is worth all the work for this whole dinette easily. But we're going to go ahead and let this day expire. It's a nice campground. We're enjoying the company. There's some guys that have been here for a while, and again, like I mentioned, there's some people that are just here for maybe 3 months, and then there's people like us that's just passing through. But there's only about 9 sites. Yeah, he said 9. And this guy, I said, how long have you been here? And he said 84 years. He was born in the house that's the farmhouse over there. He said it's 189 years old or something like that. It's a really old house. But anyways, this is just us greeting you for the opening of what's going to be our 3rd day. And we're going to be up at Wisconsin Dells here shortly, so let's hang on and see how that trip works. We'll pick this up tomorrow morning. And again, how does that happen?
4, 3, 2, 1. Bam!
It's the next morning, and looks like we're going to get to Edge O'Dell's around 11:30 if we can ever find the place on a map.
I got GP coordinates.
Oh, okay, so there's some GPS coordinates I got to enter, because we've got 2-3 different locations. Google Maps shows one thing, and Waze shows one thing, and my GPS shows something else. So what we're going to do is, I guess, enter some coordinates. That'll be nice. And we're going to head out, like I said, at around 11:30. We're going to be definitely heading into rain, and looks like some pretty severe thunderstorm line that's going to be passing across the route that we're taking. We're traveling directly north from where we're at, and we're going to be of course seeing a storm that's traveling from west to east, and it is just as long as our route. It's about 170-180 mile storm that is in a line, so it's going to cross right over our path. We might pull over whenever we get to that and just let it pass us. We'll see. So let's head out. Maybe we'll get into a tornado. Oh, speaking of which, this guy's been here for 80-some years, except whenever he was in the service, and this location has been hit with tornadoes 3 times. So that's the only thing I could say. I probably wouldn't camp here during tornado season. 3 times in 84 years. That's not a good record. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Well, guys, we're still heading north. We haven't been driving very long, maybe, I don't know, 35 minutes. And it looks like that we might have skirted underneath the storm. Looks like there's a chance that it passed above us before we got to go under it, or through it, I should say, because it was off to our left, and as we've been driving, here, well, let me show you. It changed. All that was over to our left, and we were approaching it and approaching it and getting closer, and now it seems to be all over there. So Heidi's been talking with the Shrags on Facebook, and they said that a storm came through the campground already and could have done some damage to some people's awnings if they were a little bit more unlucky than what they were. So hopefully we got underneath this. We'll see. Yeah, I forgot to also show you guys, as far as the camera, every once in a while that camera on the back of the RV does lose a signal. I need to get the antenna extension, but it's only briefly, and again, I think it's because I have all these electronics surrounding the screen that I might lose the signal. See how it just blanked out there? Well, sometimes that blank lasts a little bit longer, and again, I think it has to do with all my electronics, because for the most part, when all this stuff isn't on, it doesn't do that. But you can see the picture's pretty good. I see what I need to see. Okay, we just made it over the border. We're into Wisconsin, and we stopped and had a little sandwich. Heidi made these really nice wraps with
so fancy.
turkey and ham and salami and pepper jack cheese, and she wrapped them all up and cut them up for me, and she cut the crust off my peanut butter and jelly. No, I'm kidding. So anyways, we stopped and we're heading back out, so on the way we go. So we're all set up at the campground here. We'll give you more of a look here in a bit, but I've got to run to the liquor store. They didn't have my liquor and I left mine at home. Heidi forgot it, didn't you?
Yeah.
No, she didn't. That was me, like everything else. And we do have other campers that we met up with that's here, and they're getting ready to pull into their site because we got a storm that's coming through eventually here, I guess.
Imagine camping in rain.
Yeah. We always do that. Here you go. Well, I forgot to charge the camera last night because we did a little bit of the drinking stuff. So we're working off the phone today, so there's going to be some jitters. Heidi's just giving me a little cruise in the truck because we went down to do the laundry because we have just some wet towels and stuff, and with the rain that we've got going on here, which isn't a lot, but
they're never going to dry.
Yeah, they're not going to dry. And the RV, I think, the fact that we have it all painted and sealed off so much better than what it was. There is no absorption as far as inside the RV. So it seems like it's kind of damp inside the RV. So basically what we're doing is going back down to the laundromat because Heidi already went earlier. And apparently, since they have cabins here, the employees are using all the laundry facilities to do all the linens for the laundry, so, or for the cabins. So
seems like to me that they should have a little building with their own laundry.
Yeah.
They could buy, I mean, they're using these top loaders that are residential.
Yeah.
Washing these big, all these sheets, and I don't know. It's just.
This is the bar up here. Heidi showed that to you the other day when we come by. And basically, as soon as you get onto the property there, you can't have alcohol, obviously, because they serve their own alcohol. And that's what this says here in this sign. No carry-ins, no alcohol beverages past this point. So we went in there, and the food was good. It was pretty, okay. Yeah, it was all right. So we're going to be leaving tomorrow, right? We're checking out tomorrow. So we're going to try to do some stuff today, but in the meantime, we just want to get the laundry started, done, whatever, and then make plans from there. It looks like, again, it's going to be a little rainy. and we're a little hungover. I'm a little hungover, that's for sure. So we'll pick this up later. Let's see what we get into. YouTube, so we've been kind of slacking off a little bit. We've been enjoying time just hanging out with everybody at the campground. And we decided to get something to eat that wasn't really in the plan. We were kind of just driving to check out the area. This area is really high tourist. I compare it to Myrtle Beach. A lot of water parks, a lot of shopping, a lot of attractions. As far as having kids, and you want to bring them up here, they're going to have plenty to do. Plenty of stuff to do.
This is like the water park central.
Yeah.
There's water park after water park after water park.
Yeah, it's supposed to be the water park capital of the world.
Yeah, I think so.
So there's a lot of stuff to do. Now, we, being our age and being a little bit hungover and just kind of tired, we wanted to find some kind of a sit-down show, maybe just to watch. But the only thing really they have is, well, they have some sort of an illusion show. But one show they do have here is called Tommy Bartlett and some sort of ski show. Well, we missed the 4:30 showing. We didn't really attempt to go to the 4:30 showing, but we thought maybe we would after the fact. They got 8:30 show. We're not going to stay out till 8:30 to watch it. However, for you guys that are from Northeast Ohio, from what I gather talking with other people about it, they said that it was on par with what Geauga Lake used to do in Ohio. Yeah. It's a ski show.
SeaWorld.
Well, then it got bought by SeaWorld. Right. So that would have been nice to see. We haven't seen a show like that since it was Geauga Lake. I mean, that was years ago. As far as the campground, it's pretty decent. There's not. It's not like it's a park though. I mean, it's a place that you can hang out with your friends and have a good time.
You're allowed to drink.
You're allowed to drink, and again, you saw, as long as you don't take it up to the bar, they got a nice bar. They have, which, you know, if you've seen photos of it, we've had lunch in there, we had dinner in there, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good food. The atmosphere is really good. It's not overly busy. It's open to the public, so you might have a larger crowd, you know, one night more than the other. The campground right now is not very busy at all. So there's a lot of stuff that we could possibly not enjoy in the campground, like the restaurant and stuff like that, if it was packed, if it was during busy season. But it's not. There's nothing going on there. So what we'll do is we're just going to head back to the campground. I think we're probably going to shut it down for the night because I have to do video editing to get this video up, along with the little bit of information that I had prior. So we're going to close it out, and tomorrow we're heading out. So tomorrow we're probably going to be checking out kind of early and starting our way back. We're going to take our good old time. We're going to try to go back a different way, and we're going to stop in a few places. One of our commenters on our video said, "Are you guys going to do any boondocking?" Well, yeah. This is a trip, though. This was a trip we were trying to get somewhere. We'll take our time. On our way back, we might boondock. But whenever we travel without any plans, we have a tendency to boondock more. And unfortunately, in this case, we had plans. We had a place we needed to be, and that was, you know, at this time, at this place. So we kind of took our time to get there, but we didn't want to boondock. You know, the camper being new and everything, we wanted to make sure that we had air conditioning without running the generator, and we could put it through its paces. And in our case, I'm glad we did, because we're doing a lot of flushing of the freshwater tank. The freshwater tank has a lot of iron rust in it from our water because it sat so long. And even though I sanitized it and I flushed it a bunch of times, running with half the water in there, it really sloshes around, which somebody asked about. Yeah, I don't feel the effects of having half a tank running ever in the RV. Yeah, I don't feel the RV moving regardless. So maybe in a smaller setup, you know, maybe with a smaller tow vehicle, but this one being kind of overkill for the RV, I don't really feel it. But all that sloshing around has really rinsed out that tank. So yeah, we've got some rust issues going on there. But yeah, this has been a good trip so far. So as I said, we're closing this out now.
Hope to see you out there.